Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are feeling wonderful today. I have something interesting here. I worked on my own build today and yesterday actually, and it is called the Double Trouble build. And let me tell you why it is called the Double Trouble build. It's a stamina build that actually involves the Enchant Double Trouble, which is a very good enchant. It actually saved me a lot of time. So let's get right into the game here and let's talk about it. So first of all, it is important to notice that I've tested it in tier 5s, so you can also use it in tier 5s. I have two parts that are tier 7s. You don't need that. You can use tier 5s and you're gonna be totally fine in this game. It's important also, if you don't have the specific parts, that you can get parts that are close to it or even have the same skills as I do. This works as well, so you don't necessarily always have to look for the ones that I have, but make sure to have those skills in that, you know, that needs to be in there. So maybe sometimes you have to swap things around. If you don't have a bottom for that, you can go up there and get a top that has the same skill, and you have to kind of work it around a little bit. Okay, so this is a full level 10,000 Guardian account. Of course, we have all of the badges, very important, and for its stamina attack, we're gonna use the Horseman's Hierachy. It is very good, especially if the Double Trouble enchant is going to proc. I'm going to explain everything in just a second. I'm also gonna explain to you how to play this specific build, because I made it, so I know how it's done. Like, nobody has ever mentioned this or anything. I'm actually using some old school angel parts in there that are not hard to get. You can get angel parts quite easily. Anyways, so we have Horseman's Hierachy, which was a skill that was from Halloween. So I don't know, I don't think it is obtainable right now, but you can still trade for it. Not many people, I don't know if many people really use Horseman. It used to be very meta. It is, I don't know if it's still very meta in this stamina region, but you know, it is what it is. If you do not have Horseman Hierachy, you can see if you can find anything else that you can do some damage with from stamina. You can use the Present Rain. It's not that viable. You can use a Whirlwind Fragment, which is also not that viable. You can use Frozen Hearts out there if you want to, but if you want to do exact the build that I do, you can use Horseman Hierachy. If you don't have it, get something else for damage. Then we're gonna talk about the Kraken top, which is a very widely known part. The Krakens, they're really good, but you don't need the Krakens. You can use something else, but you will need the Whirlpool skill in it. Whirlpool is going to give you an Iframe, which means when you use Whirlpool, they cannot damage you, but while you are in Whirlpool, you can actually use Horseman's Hierachy. So while they attack you, you do not take damage, and you can actually attack back with Horseman's Hierachy. And if you are lucky, Double Trouble is going to proc, which is going to give you a 25% chance of being able to reuse that certain skill. And here's the cool part, this actually works with every single skill that you have. So you can actually proc Whirlpool twice, you can proc Siphon twice, you can proc Draculic Evasion twice, and that opens a whole new world for us. So let me explain to you, like, I'm very excited about this build, that I kind of like came up with this. So this is really cool. So you the idea is that you're gonna do damage with Horseman's Hierachy Fragment and the Angel Middle with Siphon, because they are still very strong parts in this meta. And if you proc them twice, for example, if you are actually using the Whirlpool right now, you're using Horseman's Hierachy, so they cannot damage you. You attack them, and then it procs again, and you can attack them again, which most of the time deals more than half of anybody's HP. It depends, like, if they have 10 million HP, you can easily shred half of that with that. So this is absolutely wild. Same goes with Siphon. You can sometimes proc Siphon twice, which means you can heal twice. You know, so the Siphon goes out, it leeches onto your opponent. Make sure that the opponent is not speeding with shift, because you can actually dodge Siphon like that, I think. So it leeches onto them, and yeah, you're actually being healed. Now here's the interesting part. If you use Draculic Evasion, sometimes you can actually use Siphon while using Draculic Evasion, and Draculic Evasion is another Iframe, which is the same as Whirlpool. So what Draculic Evasion does is you're gonna turn into bats, and I know many people have it. You can trade for it quite easily. You can get it as a fragment as well. When you're using Draculic Evasion, you're gonna turn turn into bats and you're gonna speed. You're gonna gain more speed and you can actually zoom around the map. And the cool thing about that is you can switch between Draculic Evasion and Kraken while you have Horseman's Hierachy on cooldown. Same goes for the Siphon as well. If you have them on cooldown, you can buy time with Draculic Evasion or with Whirlpool, which means every time you're on cooldown, you're just gonna basically go into an Iframe. They're trying to damage you, nothing is going to happen, and then you can attack again and go into another Iframe again, and maybe even that procs twice due to double trouble, which means you can then go into an Iframe again and do another time of damage if it is Siphon or if it is Horseman Hierachy. I'm gonna show this to you in a second how it works. Right now I have the Berserker Crystal on it. This is not meant to be. You can actually go for, let me show you, because the Berserker, I'm gonna keep it in there probably because of my strength builds that I have sometimes, but you can go for like a crystal, like a heal crystal, like an easy one to get, like a nature crystal, so you have another source of healing that you can use when you're using Whirlpool Iframes. This is wild. You can actually use skills while using Whirlpool and not being able to get hit. You can use crystals while being in Whirlpool. It is so good. It is so good, trust me. And yeah, you need some time because they get on cooldown, so you have to like kind of like make up for it in the time. And this is a build that I absolutely love. I tested it on every boss on normal, which is already quite challenging sometimes, even on the Vault boss, so I was able to do normal there as well. Had like, I don't know, 15 million HP or something. And let's go into it. Of course, we're using Monarch. This is kind of mandatory. You kind of need Monarch on it. This is an endgame build, by the way, yeah? If you're a beginner right now, you might not want to try this because getting all of this is really expensive. So, this is more of an advanced build. When you're cracking into some, like, multiple rebirths, then this build is definitely something you can check out. So, let's go into some gameplay. I'm gonna show you how it's done and how it works. Again, this is all based on 25% luck on Double Trouble. We also have Nature's Core. Every 5 hits your blade deals, it will receive a small heal, and trust me, that heal is not bad. That heal is not bad. It might be just this tiny bit, but since you have multiple hits over and over and over again, and even if you get hit and stuff like that, you kind of heal a little bit to that as well, and that's gonna give us a little bit of an extra edge. And this is where the Nature Crystal actually would be fantastic for as well. You're gonna be a pure healing machine, trust me, bro. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. I don't know, let's go and do here Oriana first, because I always do that in my videos. We're gonna do normal. We're not gonna do easy this time. We're gonna do normal. And you just fought. Okay, fight somebody else. Okay, that's weird because I have been just like chilling here. Okay, then we're gonna do Maramu. I hope that this is gonna work. Yeah. So let's do normals, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. So usually I start off with using Horseman's Hierachy into Draculic maybe. So we're gonna do Horseman's Hierachy into Draculic Evasion because I know that this boss is gonna be annoying, and he's gonna do some damage here. And I actually got hit. Oh, I'm getting hit pretty bad here, so I have to get into defense mode pretty fast. But that's fine. You can see, did you just see the heal? Which was awesome. So let's use Horseman Hierachy. Oh, using the Time Crystal. That's not going to help him because the bot doesn't really know how to use it. So we're using Hierachy here as well. Look at the damage, how much it shreds. Going into Draculic Evasion. Very chill right now. Trying to go into Whirlpool as well. And then we're going to go into Siphon. Okay, it didn't hit, sadly. It didn't hit. This is not a good display right now because I'm talking and I'm really not that focused on the game right now. So I'm not really good. But you can see the damage output that I'm doing right now. Immediately into Draculic Evasion, no damage whatsoever. I'm gonna move away into Whirlpool, can't damage me either. Into Siphon, I hope it works. Nah, I missed it again. Oh wait, no, it actually hit. So we're healing up. I'm doing a bit of a better curve right now. Actually, I thought I might get him here. And again, Draculic Evasion, not gonna get hit here as well. Going into Whirlpool, and it should be over. This was a pretty bad display, I gotta be honest, because when I'm talking and playing, I'm not really that good at focusing. But that was not a good display because I actually lost more than half, like almost half of my HP. Which, when I actually focus on it, I actually get there and do like, I don't know, I almost lose to nothing. But that's fine. Let's do it again. Let's go into normal with Oriana. I don't know if it actually proc twice here with the Double Trouble. This is why I said it's not like the best thing here. I'm gonna go into Whirlpool and then into Hierachy, which is awesome. Here, there you see it. I can use Hierachy twice. and that was awesome. Into Draculic Evasion, and I'm gonna try to use the Siphon in just a second if I'm losing enough HP, which is about now. You can see healing back up slightly, or was it? I might have missed it. I might have missed it, but that's fine. Gonna go into Horseman Hierachy, but you can already see the idea that I'm saying. Into Draculic Evasion, trying to not get hit here. I have to move a lot because I didn't do my thingy very well. Oh, using the Hades here. Okay, so into Siphon if I can. 1 second. Let's go. There we go. We're healing perfectly. Into Horseman Hierachy. Horseman Hierachy proc twice again. This is the thing that I'm talking about here. Proc twice into Whirlpool, can't really damage me, and we got healed by the other enchant. This is why I'm saying. Like, this is really powerful stuff. This is normals. I think if I would really try hard, like really go hardcore mode, I could probably do hard mode as well with this. This is insane. This is insane. You saw how much it was proccing twice, because you actually have a nice curve of healing yourself. You have a nice curve of doing damage, maybe even twice in a row. You have Iframes where you can't get damaged at all. I'm not even using a crystal, so using a heal crystal, for example, a nature crystal with Whirlpool is meta. Many people did that in the tournament, so it is an interesting build. It is an interesting build. You gotta get into it first. I'm gonna try this in PvP as well. I'm gonna get back to you in another video with PvP with this build. So this is the Double Trouble build. The first game wasn't the best, you know, from it. Like, it wasn't the best showcase of it. But the second one definitely was, because you saw here Hierarchy proccing twice, like 2 times in this game. And, you know, you can heal yourself, you can evade, you can... This basically has it all. Evade your enemies. This is what it is. And I think using this in PvP might even be a little bit more powerful. We'll see. We'll see. I will figure it out. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.